How is everybody? I am going to be showing you how to make chocolate covered strawberries, especially since tomorrow's Valentine's Day, right? So, this is all the things you're going to need to start with. Let's get started. So you're going to want your chocolates. I've got some food coloring because I want to make a couple different colors. You're going to need scissors. You can use Ziploc baggies, or you can use piping bags. You're going to want toothpicks, wax paper, metal bowls. I'm doing 4 different colors, so I got a spatula for each color. And then I got my 2 sets of chocolate. You're going to want strawberries, and you're going to want a pan with a little bit of water. You're going to want to start it off on high, just so it can get some bubblies. And then you're going to take your chocolate chips, and you're going to put them in bowls. Okay, just like that. Just put it in the bowl. Okay, you're going to want to wash your strawberries in cold water. I'm just going to go over it just a little bit while you're waiting for your pan to heat up. And just go over it a little bit. Okay, so once your strawberries are washed, you're going to want to pat them dry because water and chocolate do not mix at all. And you just pat it real lightly and beautiful. So after you're done patting your strawberries dry, you might not get to all of them, but your water should be doing that. You're going to want to lower it down to about medium. And you're going to put your bowl of chocolate on there, just like that. You're going to give it a few seconds. Yeah, it's already starting to melt. So we're going to give it a few seconds just to really start melting. And you're just going to see how it's kind of melting, so this will be pretty easy. If you're doing more than one flavor, I suggest putting a towel over here. The bowl can get quite hot. And you'll just kind of stir it around a little bit. You do not want to walk away from this because what can happen is, can you put it up on me? What can happen is it can seize. And once chocolate seizes, it can be a disaster. So, now as you can see, my chocolate is starting to melt. See, it's starting ever so slightly. Beautiful, beautiful. So, all right, we're gonna let this. Okay, guys, so your chocolate is going to have been melting for a few minutes. Still got a little clumps in it, so we're going to let it just for a couple of seconds, but not too long. And bam. Okay, your chocolate should come out silky smooth, just like that. All right, so we're going to take this bowl. Oh, and be careful of the steam. Shoot. And as you see, that chocolate is beautiful. Now we're going to start on our second batch. As you see, there's no clumps in there. If there are a few, you can just kind of stir it up together a little bit. All right, so after your chocolate is done melting, you're going to take your wax paper and you're just going to set it wherever. I'm going to do mine on the table, but you're going to want to set it wherever you're going to leave the strawberries to set. You just like that. You can do 1, you can do 2, just depending on how many strawberries you're actually going to be doing. Okay guys, so once you're done, you're gonna bring your chocolate to your workstation. Depending on how many colors you're gonna do, you're gonna split it up in little separate bowls. I'm just gonna take a little out. Set it there. I buy this kind. It's Wilton's. This is burgundy. I'm going to use it for darker red and pink. You can use any color you want. Make sure you don't add too much or it won't work out very well. Just kind of just like that. Okay. Let me get my little throwaway here, and then there we go. Now we're going to stir them together just so they get, this one's more, this is like a really light pretty pink, kind of like a purple in a way, just like that. This should be a bit darker. If not, you can add a little more, but you don't want to add too much and you don't want to work the chocolate too much or it'll stiffen back up. You can always re-put it on the stove, but you don't want to do that too much. I'm just going to have one a little lighter than that. Now, to get your strawberries going, there's two ways you can do this. You can do it like this. You just kind of dip it in and you kind of shake off the excess and you set it down just like that. Or let me get a knife and I'll show you another way that's super cute for Valentine's Day. You'll have one that's patted dry. You're going to take off this end, just clean it up, and then you're going to that, you're going to cut it in half, and you're going to do it like this. You're going to take the thing, and you're going to just put it straight in there, just like that. Now, with this one, you're gonna have to you're gonna want a spoon. You're gonna have two spoons. You're gonna take one, you're gonna sit it down just like this. You're just gonna kind of put it on there. Just like that. And you wanna dip it down in there so the back has got it, and then you're just gonna tap it. So you get all that excess off, and then you'll just slide it down. So it kind of looks like a heart. Okay. All right, so now that we have our beautifully chocolate covered strawberries, as you guys see, some of them are a mess, and I'm going to show you why. This is what happens when you let chocolate hit water. See how it's all a mess compared to these ones where they're very nice, smooth and sleek. That's why you do not want water to hit your chocolate. Now, we have our pink chocolate, like this. You'll just kind of push it down. Now, you just want to go take a very little snip at the end, just like that. And see how this one's messed up? I did a few different ways. See how this one's messed up? So we're gonna be able to fix it just like that. Just like this, see? And then we can just, little, you can go this way. Of course, you can go this way. You can get creative and do swirls. You can make hearts. Ooh, that looks terrible. So if you mess up, bam, you can just do something like that. You can also get glitter and put on just, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Just, especially if they're for your loved ones, just kind of moving it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like I said, you can do up and down. You gotta make sure that the strawberry, the chocolate on the strawberries, when you dip them, are hard before you go trying to decorate. And then this little heart over here, we'll just do a little of that. Just a little of that. There we go. Nothing too spectacular, but it does work. This is what I wanted to tell you guys. See how this chocolate didn't come out smooth? It's because the chocolate was too hard. So you actually have to reheat it, get it remelted. If you're in a hurry though, you can always just decorate over it. Just like that. And bam, you can't even tell, right? So this was my first episode, but I'm so excited. Just a little bit. Here are the strawberries. Pretty good for, right? Super easy, guys. This is the simplest thing, and it's really sweet, especially if your loved ones like strawberries. I hope y'all have an amazing day. Bye.